Okay guys, so way back on July 8th of 2017, I uploaded a video that at the time I didn't know would turn out to be my favorite all-time video that I've ever uploaded on my channel. And that was the original battle between the Tatula SV and the Shimano Curado 70, throwing the true 1/8 ounce lure, this Rapala minnow. And the reason that it's my favorite video of all time is because after I posted that video and showed the results, if you go to that video and read the comments section, basically this is all you'll hear. So yeah, the fanboys were definitely not liking that video, and so I decided it was time to go ahead and redo that video, which is a part of the standardized testing system I devised, and I will do that today. So the original results were that the Tatula SV hit an average of 69.4 feet, while the Curado 70 hit an average of 72 feet even. So it was a narrow win for the Curado 70, but apparently the fanboys didn't like that. They were, you know, claiming all sorts of theories and giving me a lot of hate in the comments. But interestingly enough, whenever I really dig down and challenge fanboys and tell them, well, go ahead and you buy both reels and buy the rods and the recording equipment and go out in the field and record the results, post it on YouTube, and show us what you got, this is all you hear from them. So yeah, needless to say, I really don't care what fanboys say. I'm still going to keep posting my videos. Okay, so in the original video, I used a rod that I thought at the time was a good idea, the Ugly Stick Elite Ultralight. Now this has a rod rating well into the BFS range of 1/32 of an ounce to 1/4 ounce. And the reason I chose this rod, despite having, you know, much higher end specialized bait finesse rods, is the fact that anybody could afford this rod. So that was the main reason. So this time around, since it's the standardized testing system, we're going to use a specialized JDM rod made for BFS, the Major Craft Corza, which has the same lure rating, but it's a little shorter. The Ugly Stick Elite was 7 foot, I believe, and the Corza is only 6'5". Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go out there. I'm gonna take the Curado 70 and the Tatula SV, which I'm gonna rename now as the Fanboy Favorite. Gonna spool them up with 6-pound line, and we're gonna throw the true 1/8 ounce lure and see if we get any kind of different results. Now, will the fanboys get revenge and the Tatula SV win out this time with the better rod, or will the Curado 70 continue its domination? So let's see what happens. Okay guys, so first up we have the Fanboy Favorite, the Tatula SV. I have the spool tension set to just minimize the side-to-side play, with just a little bit of the spool tension backed off, and the external dial is on 7. And of course we are running the 1/8 ounce minnow. So let's go. Okay guys, up next we have the fanboy favorites arch nemesis, the Curado 70. I have all 4 brakes turned on inside. I have the external dial set to 5, and I have the spool tension set to just minimize the side-to-side play. And of course we have the 1/8 ounce minnow. So let's go. Okay guys, so I'm back from the field, and if you notice something from the cast footage, I didn't put the cast distance number after every cast like I normally do, and that's just to build up the suspense. Now with that being said, let's cue up the music. Now coming in second place is the fanboy favorite, Daiwa Tatula SV, with an average of 70 foot even. So it barely gained anything over the previous test I did, which is kind of surprising, but more on this later. So that means the winner once again is the dominant Curado 70, and this thing averaged 77.2 feet. So it actually gained a little over 5 foot average per cast by switching up the rod. So very interesting results, and I'm sure that really is going to trigger a lot of butthurt comments from the fanboys, which I welcome. So all kidding aside, let's talk about what happened out there. Now, I was really surprised at how easily both of these reels handled casting this lure. Now I clearly remember from the first test with the Ugly Stick Elite that I was struggling to get that lure out there without any kind of major backlashes and overruns, because this rod is so awful. It's so spongy and noodly that you have to really do some casting gymnastics and adjust your release point to get the best results that I could out of it. So today, when using an appropriate rod, I was able to just easily and comfortably handle that lure with no issue with both of these reels. Now of course the Curado won the distance contest, but this Tatula easily handled that that lure with no problem. But the problem with the SV, just like it's always been, is it's too much brakes. The spool is noticeably slower than on that Curado. The Curado spool was way faster. You can tell immediately after casting the SV that the Curado spool was spinning at a higher rate. So that kind of begs the question, if you don't throw lures any lower than this, do you even need a bait finesse reel? And it looks like the answer is probably going to be no. Basically, if you don't throw any lures lower than 1/8, then you can just get yourself a cheap bait finesse rod. They're not all expensive. And just go creek fishing and have a good time. These reels will easily handle that weight. So that being said, I made the executive decision also last minute to include the Curado K and the Tatula CT Type R in the test to see what happens, and also to put them through that test anyway, because all the reels need to go through it. And I had some pretty interesting results with that test, which I'm going to post for you guys in a video, hopefully in the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. But as it stands, once again, the Curado 70 beats the fanboy favorite Tatula SV in the true 1/8 ounce minnow contest. Okay guys, thanks a lot.